Alright, what's good YouTube family? I'm James back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install OsTicket. For those of you who don't know what OsTicket is a open source help desk software where you can create SLAs, you can create new users, allow access, create administrators, of course, do ticket work on there, and things of that nature. So I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I'm going inside of my virtual machine, start the process. So first things first, before we go to osticket.com and just download OsTicket, we gotta download the prerequisites. So that way, OsTicket will have all the prerequisites that it needs to actually run. So first things first, you're going to want to go to Control Panel, go to under Programs where it says Uninstall a Program, and you're going to click on Turn Window Features on or off. And I actually went ahead and done this. Where it says Internet Information Services, you're going to click that. You're going to click OK. I had already went ahead and did it for the sake of saving time on the video because I don't want you guys to sit around and just watch my screen loading half the time. So once you enable that, the next three things we're going to need to download is you're going to need to download PHP Manager IIS. You're going to need Heidisql, which is this guy right here for building our database. And we're also going to need Web Platform Installer. I already downloaded these things, but I'm going to show you the website where you can get them from. So we're going to our browser. We're going to go to iis.net, and then where downloads is, we got our Web Platform Installer. We can download the Web Platform Installer here by clicking this link and install this extension. And then further down we have our PHP Manager 1.5 1.5.0 IIS 10. You will click that and you will download that extension. Like I said, I've already done those things. And for Heidisql, we're going to go to Heidisql.com. You will click Downloads and you will click this installer right here to download Heidisql. Okay, so that's that. So I have these things downloaded already. I'm just going to install them. So PHP Manager, going to install that first. And it really doesn't matter which order you install them. They'll install it fast as long as you install them. Alright, now Web Platform Installer. Going to accept and we're going to install. Alright, and that's finished. Okay. So now that we have that up and running, first step is to download MySQL, which we're going to need for our server database, and we're also going to download all the PHP extensions through MySQL. So we have Web Platform Installer here. We're going to type in MySQL, and we want this one right here, Windows 5.5. Add. Then we're also going to type in PHP. I'm going to click name, make it kind of alphabetical. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom till we start seeing the PHPs right here. Now, when it comes to the PHPs, we want the earliest version all the way up to about like 7.3.5. And we just want the PHPs with the numbers by itself, or the ones with x64, x86. The ones that say Express on the end and all of that, we don't want those. So we have this one. Oh, I think I already went ahead and installed them. Okay, so I am a step ahead. But what you would do is you will click install. Once you select all the ones, you will click add and you will click install. I already have my password and everything set up. Default database, admin account. Save this information because we're going to need this information when we actually build the database for OsTicket to run off of through Heidisql. So your default admin username is going to be root, and just choose a password that you'll remember. Mine's password 1 for this exercise. Go to continue and click I accept. And it's installing. Sorry for skipping so much ahead. I tried to do a video before this, but I got interrupted. So I kind of like tried to go through and uninstall as many programs as I can so I can show all you guys step by step. But only thing you got to do is just add all of the PHP extensions up to 7.3.5 and then click install, and then it'll install everything together. But since all my extensions are installed, the only thing I'm waiting on to finish now is MySQL. Okay, finish. Okay, so when you install your when you install yours, your screen is going to look different. You're going to see that a lot of your PHP folders didn't download all the way, including the MySQL 5.1 log and all of that stuff. But we're going to fix all of those things through through IIS, through the PHP manager. So first things first, you want to download the latest PHP file so that you'll have the latest PHP file to run OsTicket. So we'll go to php.net. You'll click download, and we will go to Windows downloads, and where it says PHP 8.1, you would download that zip file. But I've already done so, so I'm not going to do it. Okay. Go to my wait, I'm sorry. Go to my downloads. So when you get the zip file, you're going to extract it, and then you'll have a folder just like this. What you want to do with that folder is copy that folder. And you want to go to Program Files 86. You want to go to PHP, and then you're going to paste that folder inside of the PHP folder. Now, once it's pasted inside this folder, we're going to open up IIS, and we're going to pretty much install it through the PHP manager. And I think this is the part where I got kind of hung up at, and I had to stop my video. So we'll go to IIS. Wait, I did it wrong. Go to IIS and we're going to run it as an administrator. Then we're going to go to PHP Manager. Click that, and then we're going to go to PHP Settings. No, I'm sorry, PHP Setup. We're going to register a new PHP version, and it says provide a path to PHP executable file. So remember that PHP file that we put in program files. We're going to go back there to program files, PHP. I'm going to click this file, and this is the executable file right here. Go click OK. Now in PHP we're running 8.1.12. Alright, perfect. So now that we've done that, minimize the screen. Now we're going to go install OsTicket. So we'll go to OsTicket.com. We'll go to downloads, download, select which one we want. We're going to take the latest one, version 1.17. Next step. Not going to add any language package. Next step. Next step. No thank you. Great. Now we have it downloaded right there. We can close out our browser. Now we're going to go back to downloads, and we have our OsTicket version 1.17. We're going to extract this folder, extract all. Right. This is the second video that I've ever made. The first video that I created was me teaching how to create a virtual machine using Microsoft Azure. So I'm still, researching some good apps that I can use for editing, going on YouTube, learning how to edit. So just bear with me. You can skip through this video to the point where all the downloads are done. Still learning how to do this content creating thing. Very, very new at it, but thank you for your patience and bearing with me. And I'll continue as soon as files are extracted. All right, and I'm back. So now in here in the OsTicket folder, we have two folders. We have scripts and we have upload. What we're going to do with upload is we're going to right click upload, and we're going to copy that folder. Sorry. We're going to go to our PC, and we're going to go right here to inetpub. Now, remember at the beginning of the video when I took you to the control panel and we enabled IIS, Internet Information Services. Essentially, what that did was it created a web server for OsTicket to run on, kind of like a website. So we're going to go to inetpub, and you see right here is this www root folder. Like, let me quick example. Like if I were to click IIS start, see it's just kind of like a little blank page right now. But once we get OsTicket up and running, this won't look like this. This will actually be like our local host name, OsTicket, stuff like that. But you'll see at the end of it. Close this. So back to that folder that we copied. We're going to right click, and we're going to paste that folder in inetpub inside the www root folder. And that folder is now copying. Excuse any background noise. That's my wife. Alright, so now the folder is pasted, and we're going to rename this folder OsTicket. Alright, so now we have that folder inside of our root folder. We're going to go back to IIS. I'm going to open that up, run as administrator. We have our virtual machine, and if we go under sites, default website, we will now see OsTicket, which what we just created inside our root folder, our little server. We're going to click OsTicket, and we're going to go to browse 80. And voila, we are here inside the OsTicket installer. And as you can see, quite a few extensions didn't get installed through the web platform installer. No big deal. Oh, and as you can see how I said we have to be running 8.0 or greater now. There's no more 7.3.5, so download the latest one on php.net. Okay, so in order to fix this dilemma, we're going to go back to IIS. We're going to open that. We're going to go back to the PHP manager, and then we're going to go to PHP Extensions, and then we're going to select enable or disable an extension, and that will bring us to this window right here. So trying to get it to where you guys can see, and I can see. All right, cool. So we need the GDLIB extension. So we're going to go down, PHP, click that, the GD extension, and we're going to enable that. We got the IMAP extension right here. Going to go down to IMAP. Enable that one. Let's see what else we have. We have our INTL extension. So we're going to look for that. Right here. Click that and enable. And we also have our OP Cache extension right here. So we'll go there, we'll click that, and we'll enable that one. Pretty sure that this APCU extension is not on here. Yeah, that one's not on here, but that's fine. The main extensions that we do need, we have. And by the way, I don't know what these extensions are. I don't know what they do. All I know is they're prerequisites that OsTicket needs. So once you enable that, refresh our page. All right, get this out the way. And we just have these two left, but that's okay. We're just going to click continue. All right. And it says rename the sample file, include os sample config.php to ost config.php. All right, so we're going to do that. That's another prerequisite that it needs. So we're going to go to program files. Wait, I'm sorry. We're going to go to Windows C. I think it's inside inetpub. We're going to go to root. We're going to go to OsTicket. We're going to go to include. And we're going to go to that OST sample config. Here it is. And we're going to copy that. And we're going to paste it in the same folder. And then we're going to right click again. And we're going to rename OST dash config. Sorry about that. My Discord's going off. All right, boom. So let's open this back up. Yep. Okay. Now we're going to click continue again. And you notice that we don't have access to open it. So we kind of, it's kind of like we need like administrator permission to go inside of it. So we're going to go to the OST config PHP that we just created. We're going to right click that. We're going to go to properties. We're going to go to security. We're going to go to users. We'll click users. We're going to go edit to change the permission. We're going to click on users again. And then we're going to click on allow full control. We're going to apply that. And then OK. And then OK. So now, when we open, hit done continue. Boom. We're on our OsTicket basic installation. So now here we fill out our help desk name. Default email is where this is where all your tickets will go. And then we are going to be the admin user, so we'll fill out that information and we'll get to database when we get to it. But for now, let's see, help desk name. I'm just going to call it help desk. Default email is helpdesk at OsTicket.com. For admin user, John Doe. For email address, let's see, we're going to go John Doe at OsTicket.com. Username is John Doe. Password is password1. So these credentials as the admin is what you would use to log into OsTicket itself. So now the last part is the database, but we don't have a database quick yet, so we have to create the database for OsTicket to run off of. So to do that, minimize this screen. Let's close all these extra screens down. Okay, we're going to open up our Heidisql. And then we're going to go to new. And remember when we were setting up MySQL and it told us that the default user would be root and we would have to enter a password? That's what this is. So the user's automatically root, and then we're going to set the password that we chose earlier in this lab, and mine was password1, and go to open. Alright, so boom, here go all our prerequisites tests, performance, MySQL, like all of that stuff is a given. And then we're going to right click. We're going to go to create new database, and we're going to type in OsTicket. So now we have our OsTicket database. So now that our OsTicket database is created, I'm going to go back. MySQL database is OsTicket. Username is root. And the password that we created, which is password1. And we go to install now. Alright, and congratulations, we now have OsTicket. So now if you wanted to go to your control panel, it's localhost OsTicket /SCP, which is staff control panel. So we'll click that. We are John Doe. I have my password in here for John Doe, and we're logging in. All right, and here I am in my admin panel and OsTicket as John. And just to take a quick look, that we have our settings, we have agents. Well, I'm gonna go to agents right here. We can add new agents. So let's say we have a new hire in the company and we have to set them up. We can go to add new agent. Put in their names, first, last name, their email address, phone number, extension. We'll set up a username for them. We can set up a password. We can create teams. Take all of our agents, break them into different teams. We can create roles. Allowing certain team members certain access to certain departments. We can create the departments themselves. Let's see, what else do we have here inside of here? You go back to settings. We got manage, we got SLAs. So SLA is short for service level agreement. So you might be working for a company and you have SLA, whereas like you have SLA 1, where SLA 1 is you have 8 hours to respond to that ticket. Then you have SLA 2, and that SLA is where it's kind of more urgent. You have an hour to do it. Just certain tickets cause for certain types of priority. So when creating the ticket, you would pick which SLA category that falls under. You know, an agent probably forgot a username and password, so that might be like a level 1. But let's say the main server is down and that has to get fixed. Like that has to be solved immediately. So that's like a level 2, level 3 type deal. But I'll get more in depth with this stuff in another video. But all in all, we have OsTicket installed. Thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for your patience. Any questions, anything you didn't get, anything I didn't explain well enough, please put it in the comments or shoot me a direct message. And that is it. You guys have a good one.